You may pause the recording, and if you have a smartphone handy, you may scan to view your benefits booklet as they are all online this year. Now, as we begin, thank you so much for taking the time today to listen to your benefits briefing. That being said, the one thing I always like to begin with is, as educators, over the last couple of years, you have been asked to only think of others and take care of others, whether that be your students, their family, our communities that we serve. Now, as we review your benefits this year, I ask for just a couple moments of your attention because this is the one opportunity you have each and every year to make sure you put you and your family at the front of the line. Now, as long as you can make sure that you and your family can enter that next plan year with confidence, at Pierce Group, we'll feel that we've done a service and a duty to you all, making sure that you and your families are secure. Now, this is the group benefits plan for the 2022-2023 plan year. Now, over the past 90 years at Pierce Group, we have dedicated our careers and our lives to making sure educators across the state of North Carolina can solve problems and provide solutions through these flexible benefits that we're going to review today. Now, we always begin with some important facts. Your annual enrollment is from May 16th to May 20th. Any changes need to be done during this window, and this year it is entirely a self-enrolled enrollment, meaning you're going to access your benefits booklet online, use the instructions on pages 5 and 6 to make sure that you make any adjustments during this window. Now, please always be aware any changes that are made during your enrollment are effective on July 1, and that coincides with the plan year that begins on July 1st and runs that 12-month period to the end of June of 2023. Now, today is just a general benefits briefing, a highlight of everything offered to you by the charter school. Comprehensive information can be found in your benefits booklet, which you may pause, scan it on your phone, or access it online at piercegroupbenefits.com. Click Find Your Employer and type in ArtSpace. Now, your benefits are always broken down into two basic categories. Your top category are your pre-tax benefits. The great thing about enrolling in pre-tax benefits is these come out of our paychecks before Uncle Sam takes his cut, which saves you approximately 30% on any benefit enrolled in. Now, the second category are your post-tax benefits. Typically, the reason why we want to enroll in these benefits with post-tax dollars is that any benefit we receive does not count as income, and therefore we're not hit with an unexpected tax burden in the future. Now, this year, how to enroll, it will be a self-enroll, and you can follow those instructions on pages 5 and 6 of your benefits booklet. If you feel you need to speak with somebody, you're ever having issues, please contact our NC Service Center for assistance as they will guide you through your enrollment. Now, the first benefit we always review is your telemedicine, or sometimes referred to it as Call a Doc. You can set up doctor's visits 24 hours a day, 365 days a year in a virtual environment by phone or mobile app or through the web. Talk to the doctor as many times as you need. There is no copay and no limit, and they can even write prescriptions if necessary to a local pharmacy of your choice. Now, dental. The same plan has not changed. Every year you get 100% of your preventative services covered. Those are making sure you get your routine cleanings and exams. After those deductibles are met, 80% of your basic services are covered. Those are if you have a simple filling or maybe a simple oral surgery. To 50% of your major services. That's a denture, crown, or inlay, or an online. But please remember, there's a $1,000 calendar year maximum per person. That is not based on the plan year. It is based on the calendar year. So if you are expecting dental work this year, that may be very important to note that as well. Vision has not changed either. It is still through Superior. Every year with that $15 copay, you get your exam. Then based on that exam and the prescriptions, your materials are covered from your contacts, lenses to your frames. But please remember, frames are every 2 years and typically in lieu of that contact lens benefit. Now, one great thing about being a charter school employee is they provide a $20,000 basic term life benefit while we're actively employed, and that is at no cost to you. And one of the great things that's coupled with this free life insurance that we all receive is our Employee Assistance Program, or an EAP. These last couple of years have not been easy on a lot of us. Some of us have struggled. We might need family, financial, legal problems, or life transitions, or maybe substance abuse help that we just need to take that first step and recognize that we might need some help. You can get expert confidential help 24/7 in person by the phone or on a chat online. Please look in your benefits booklet for more information and to possibly set up that initial meeting to make sure you get the help you deserve. And once again, it is confidential, it is free to you. You just need to make sure you take that first step to recognize that we might need a little extra help throughout our lives. Now, your supplemental benefits are through Colonial Life. And the reason why Pierce Group chooses to employ Colonial Life, as well as the charter school, is because of the best of what they do in the nation today. And I feel there are three main things that really set them apart. These benefits pay in addition and regardless of any other insurance we might have in place. They are paid direct to you. And lastly, they are portable, meaning should you ever stop working for the charter school for any reason, you may take them from a payroll deduction, put them right on a bank draft, and keep them for as long as you deem necessary. Now, the first benefit we always review is your cancer benefit. And I can almost say this with 100% confidence, but all of us have been affected by cancer, whether it be a friend, a coworker, a family member, and the statistics just simply haven't gotten better, where it's half of all men and a third of all women have a lifetime risk of developing a cancer diagnosis. Now, the only thing I ever hope anybody ever uses our cancer benefit for is that top bullet we see right there. That's a $100 wellness benefit. If you go for an annual, typically free under our health plans, most common, there's 24 different exams, whether that be a pap, mammogram, blood work, cholesterol, colonoscopy, to a PSA done. You have one of those 24 done, file it right online or by phone, set up direct deposit. They'll pay you $100 return of premium per person that you have covered. Now, if there ever is an internal diagnosis of cancer, I hope you have your $5,000 or $10,000 initial diagnosis benefit built on that pays before we even make a claim for any medical treatment. Then, based on that treatment program, this benefit will fight with you every step of the way, whether it's through radiation and chemotherapy, anti-nausea medication, medical imaging studies, experimental treatment, surgical procedures, and reconstructive surgery as well. There is a transportation and lodging benefit built in, not just for the individual diagnosed, but also for a loved one to travel with them and give them the support they need while they undergo that treatment as well. And there are extended care benefits such as hospice included as well, and I absolutely hope those are never needed. Now, the opposite side of our cancer benefit is our critical illness plan. Sometimes you hear it referred to as a heart plan. It covers specific events, heart attacks, strokes, renal failure, organ failure, sudden cardiac arrest, a litany of catastrophic incidences, and there are some great riders to be built on, whether that be the infectious disease rider or the progressive disease rider. How this benefit works: should one of those listed events ever occur, it'll provide a lump sum benefit of whatever you enrolled in. It's your discretion how those funds are used: time from work, lifestyle adjustments, family support, medical expenses. If then a year later you have a second event or a third event a year after that, the benefit will pay multiple times. And if something ever occurs and we can't pull through, that benefit will be immediately passed along to our beneficiaries when they need it most. Now, disability. I think we've all learned the value of being prepared for the unexpected. And one of the best ways I think we can all agree to be prepared is always make sure we get a paycheck. This is one of the most comprehensive benefits offered, as it covers you 24/7 on and off the job. Now, this benefit has been updated from the previous years. So if you currently have your disability, make sure when you're doing your self-enrollment, you review this and update it as needed, as we have learned that the previous benefit covers physical accidents, slips and falls, car accidents, to physical sicknesses, COVID, pneumonia, surgery. But we've learned that sometimes people can't work. It's not necessarily physical. Mental health is now covered under the new plan as well. That being said, folks, there's two important words that you've noticed maybe on a couple slides: guaranteed issue. There are no health questions for employees and for their spouses and family members on a lot of these benefits this year. Please make sure you evaluate that. You take advantage of that when necessary. Now, this is designed to cover your income in the event we ever can't work. You can set up different elimination periods for how long you may need to wait for it to begin. Now, there is also a long-term disability benefit as well through the Principal Financial Group. It's designed to meet those gaps with a 60% benefit coverage with a high and low option available. Now, if the disability is there for you and your financial well-being, the accident benefit is for your loved ones. If you have kids that are athletes, 13 drivers, maybe a little bit accident prone, or you're that individual sitting there with that spouse that maybe acts like a child, phenomenal benefit. Covers them 24/7 on and off the job, whether that be a hunting or fishing accident, sports-related injuries to broken bones, concussions, lacerations, the bee stings and dog bites that might need emergency treatment as well. Now, the medical bridge has traditionally been one of the most enrolled in benefits offered, as it provides a lump sum benefit if we're ever hospitalized over 20 hours, with a ER visit benefit available, to outpatient surgical procedures being covered, whether that be tonsils taken out, to a hysterectomy, knee surgery, shoulder surgeries, or maybe cataracts done in life. Where a lot of employees get a lot of value out of the benefit is the diagnostic procedures are covered. They'll cover if you ever have a skin biopsy to maybe a CAT scan or MRI. Make sure you take a look in the online benefits booklet for a more complete list of the surgeries and diagnostic procedures as well. There is even an enhanced ICU benefit that'll pay $500 a day upon admission, as well as a daily hospital benefit as well. Now, there are 2 life insurance benefits available. Please make sure you do evaluate this with the guaranteed issue, as no health questions will be asked for all employees. There's traditionally 2 types. Whole life. Whole life is permanent, builds cash value. It's a guaranteed level premium, so there's never going to be a surprise. I often say these are for our whens. When I'm not there, hopefully not about 95 years old, but the last thing we ever want to burden our family with are those final expenses. Whole life is a great way to put something in place to ensure that burden never falls on them, and you may put it on your spouse, children, as well as grandchildren as well. Now, term life, I often say, is for the ifs. If we're not there next week, maybe what needs to be put in place for our spouses to help the people we care most about in our lives. Term life is meant to be an astronomical benefit, help cover maybe future housing needs, family's current standard of living. It's traditionally also the more economical way to go, as it serves a period of need, 10 to 30 years. Your policy is a guaranteed level term and guaranteed for that time period, depending on which one you choose as well. Now, throughout the year, you always have your Colonial tools at your disposal right at coloniallife.com. File your claims right online. You even may set up direct deposit and check the status of your claims as well. Now, throughout the year, you also have a legal shield available to you. It's complex, and all information is available in your online benefits booklet as well. Now, you also have a customized website available to you throughout the plan year, right at piercegroupbenefits.com, ArtSpace Charter School. If you are contemplating a benefit, you can find informational videos online there. If you need any help with your enrollment, you may access our service center, the live chat through that website as well. I tried to keep this as short and as informative as I possibly could. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this briefing, and all the best from Pierce Group to you all as we approach this next plan year. Please reach out if you do have any questions. Thank you so much for your time today.